Welcome to East Alabama Today, featuring topics, events, and interesting people from all over East Alabama. Hosted by Carl Brady. Now, let's get right to the show. Here's Carl Brady.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into East Alabama Today. I'm Carl Brady. Thanks for joining us. We are on location at Noccalula Falls Park in Gadsden, and we picked a rainy day to do it, but luckily we're under a pavilion. You can see the rain, you can hear the thunder as we go through the show this afternoon. We'll have a couple of guests with us talking about the Wheels on the Hill car show and Swapmeet. That's coming up June 9th, 10th, and 11th here at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground. It's going to be a great weekend of classic cars, hot rod cars, rad rides, all kinds of things you're going to absolutely love. But before we get to all that, let me remind you that we want to hear from you. If you have an idea for our program, you guys are our eyes and ears out on the street. You know what we're looking for: fairs, festivals, special events, things that are taking place in your community throughout our 9-county coverage area. You guys know what's going on, and you can let us know what's going on, and you might find yourself featured here on East Alabama Today. So be sure to send me an email about what you got going on in your community. cbrady@tv24.tv. That's cbrady@tv24.tv. I want to know what's going on in your neck of the woods. We'll be back in just a moment to continue with East Alabama Today. Welcome back into East Alabama Today. I'm Carl Brady, and we are on location in Gadsden at Noccalula Falls. Again, it's one of our favorite places to come for East Alabama Today. And Janet, we end up here several times a year.
We do. Always have a good time.
Always have a good time. So It's great to be here. We're going to be talking about the Wheels on the Hill car show that's coming up on June 9th, 10th, and 11th. We'll have all those details for you, and let me introduce you to, of course, Janet. You know Janet Terrence, Special Events Coordinator for the City of Gadsden Parks and Recreation Department, and Kayla Fair, who is the Campground Supervisor here at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground. And we are under the pavilion in the campground. You can probably tell by some of the extra sounds and the sight behind us here that I'm not a very good weather forecaster, so we picked a day that turned out to be a rainy day, but it's still going to be nice because we're not going to have to worry about rain, hopefully, for the car show.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed on that. But this is huge. There's been a car show going on at Noccalula Falls Campground for many, many years.
Yes.
And this is an extension of what was started a long time ago, the Wheels on the Hill car show. Just give us a little bit of an overview to get us started.
Well, this is the third annual Noccalula Falls Wheels on the Hill, and we have over 300 vendors that come every year. They bring swap meet stuff, they have cars to show, to sell. Anybody and everybody just comes out looking for parts for their vehicles. It's here.
It's a big, big deal.
Yes.
And talk about the kind of cars we're talking about. Are we talking about hot rods? Are we talking about classic cars, rat rods, or a little bit of all of it?
All
there you
above.
go. Good.
Yes, trucks, everything.
It's something for everybody to see, and in addition to all of that, we have a lot of vendors here with food vendors and things like that. So something for the whole family, and some of those cars, I tell you, they are absolutely amazing, and some of them I love.
Yeah, these guys and girls who have these classic cars put a lot of work into the cars. They're very proud of them, and to bring them up here in this nature, picturesque setting of the campground is a great place to have the car show.
It is, and we have a couple of people who will actually come around and look at the cars and present an award for their favorite pick. And I had the pleasure of doing it for the mayor one year, and needless to say, I don't think I'll ever be asked again.
You had a hard time making up your mind?
Well, no, he called me the next day, and he was going to be out of town, and he said, "Well, Janet, did you pick the car out? What happened? What did you pick out?" And I told him, and he said, "Well, why did you pick that car?" And I said, "Do you really want to know?" And he said, "Well, yeah." And I said, "Well," I looked down, and it was the same color as my toenail polish. He said, "Oh, no, you're kidding." And I said, "No, I'm not." And he said, "Did you tell them that?" And I said, "Yes, I did." And he, of course, we laughed about it, but unfortunately, he has not asked me to do it since.
Well, I'm sure at this point, Mayor Gadsden has decided he probably needs to represent himself at the car show.
Right, not my toenail polish.
Not your toenail polish,
Yes.
exactly. But this is a huge event. You talk about the vendors and the cars. How many cars are you looking to get? You guys have been packing this place out for years.
Just cars. I would say well over 100 cars, just cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, people bring them in to show and to sell. So. Yeah.
Right. Some of the cars will be just for show to come and look at it and enjoy, and this is a swap meet kind of thing too. So there will be cars here in various states of restoration. That if you're looking for a car to restore or one that's already completely restored, you can probably find one here that weekend as
definitely.
Oh, yeah, there is something to see. I mean, and the dune buggies and all that little kind of, the old Volkswagen bugs and all of that. That's my favorite.
Station wagons.
Station wagons. And
all the little vintage campers that come in that match the cars.
Oh, yeah.
So some of them, they've got the whole setup. They're here for some fun. And
Will the campground be open to regular camping that weekend, or is that something people need to know? You're not going to have a normal camping weekend?
No, sir. No, it's just for the people here participating in the show.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you participate? Do you just show up one of those mornings, drive your car in, or you have to pre-register?
You pre-register anytime starting of November the year before. We start pre-registration up until Saturday at 12 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's still a little time.
Yeah, so you can still if you make a last minute decision to come down, you can still do that, come in and be a part of it, get assigned a spot and all of those kind of things. You mentioned food vendors and things like that. What can people expect out of that?
Well, we've got, of course, the kettle corn, Lookout Mountain kettle corn. We've got Rack 'em Up Ribs, Q&A concessions, the funnel cake. There's a lady who comes and makes these amazing funnel cakes.
Yeah.
Pollard's doing peanuts with swine and brine.
Yes.
And we have a jambalaya company coming this year from Mississippi.
Oh,
Okay.
that should be interesting and fun. Always, there's something for everybody. You got the little ones who may be a little bit picky, and so they might get a hamburger from Rack 'em Up Ribs. I think he does some hamburgers and stuff for the kids, and then you may just want to taste some jambalaya. So there's something for everybody.
Has
Homemade
this
lemonade.
kind of become?
Homemade lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
From the Puck 'em Up. Pucker. I know. I was like, I've already had some. His lemonade is absolutely amazing. Keith Parnell.
Yes. Keith Parnell, I noticed on Facebook he's already
he's excited.
Excited about it. He was talking about it on Facebook recently. Anxious to get up here and get started. This has become a regional event. When you're talking about that many cars showing up, that's not just people from Gadsden and Elmore County. You got people from all over the region.
We were just talking about that, and Kayla was telling me some of the areas.
Illinois is the furthest
to
like Florida. So across the board there.
Yeah. So it's going to be a huge event. So we're going to take a quick break here for just a minute, and we're going to come back and talk more about some of the details, some of the sponsors, things like that you need to know to participate in Wheels on the Hill. Again, it's coming up on June 9th, 10th, and 11th here at Noccalula Falls Park in the campground. So we'll be back in a moment. Well, welcome back in to East Alabama today. Again, we're talking about the Wheels on the Hill car show that's coming up at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground June 9th, 10th, and 11th. Now, it's more than just a car show, as we've talked about. It's a swap meet as well. So a lot of the cars you're going to see here are going to be for sale. And they'll be in various stages of restoration. You'll have some where somebody started and ran out of money or ran out of time, and so they're willing to sell it halfway restored. You'll have some that are completely restored, and you'll have a few that hadn't even been started yet that you'll see around sometimes. And let's talk a little more about the swap meet part of it, because in addition to the cars, you're talking about parts and accessories and things like that. I know a long time ago I had a 65 Mustang, and I would always come up here and find Mustang parts in the used parts part of the swap meet. So it's important for anybody who's involved in car restoration. You can find a lot of unusual things here.
Any make or model, it'd probably be here, definitely.
All right, and you also have a special giveaway going on as well. This is something that's going to be big.
Grand prize giveaway this year from 7B Motorsports as Heath Blue is building us a small block motor to give away for anyone who is registered here as a vendor or is paid admission through the gate. So they'll be in the drawing on Sunday at 12 o'clock.
So this is going to be a full-blown motor.
Yes.
So if you're needing a motor for your restoration, this will be perfect for that.
I mean, and it's for anybody, not just our vendors, any of the spectators who come in and they actually pay to get in.
Right. So you get your ticket.
They get to enter for this prize, which is great.
Yeah.
And we do have like some door prizes, and we'll be selling tickets for door prizes and stuff for a giveaway too.
The 50-50.
We have 50-50 chance and
money trees, $1,500 giveaway for the vendors.
Nice. So lots of opportunities to make your entry fee back as you work through the day. Now, you're talking about entry fees, the cost of entry for the general public to come in and view the show and be a part of the show is only $3.
It's only $3 for ages 4 and up. Little ones 3 and under. You know, I think they're so cute. We always let them in free, and but it is $3 a day. And the one thing about this, we love this event, and we also love the Humane Society. Yeah. And so the proceeds, we do a donation, and the proceeds go to the Humane Society Rescue Center. And of course, Christy Brown and her group, they will be here. They will be volunteering, helping us actually run this event. So, you know, your money goes toward a good cause.
Yeah, and those volunteers are working hard to help with the event.
And Christy and them, they do a amazing job at the Humane Society, and I'm pro Humane Society. They're great. I've gotten both of my fur babies from there, and you know, it's for a good cause. So you know, come out, have a great day, see some cars, enjoy the swap meet. There'll be some other vendors here, and I think some of them they sell like things to clean your cars with, and some of the old timey like signs, the metal signs and things like that. I mean, so there's more than just car parts.
Well, yeah, if you're going to have a classic car, you got to have your classic car garage and workshop decorated nicely as well. So the signs and things like that are perfect
cave,
for that.
So there's lots of things going on, and like I said, the money does go for a good cause. So it's going to be just a fun day. And Noccalula Falls is such a beautiful place to get out and enjoy fresh air and vitamin D, and you know, visit with all of the people who come here. And you know, these people, they're so friendly. I mean, that's the one thing I've noticed about the car show, and it's kind of like the barbecue people we've talked about. They're just down to earth, and they just love being outside, and they love Noccalula Falls and this event. And
it's a family event. I mean, they look forward to coming every year just to see friends. It's their vacation.
Right, you'll see friends and family, lots of people here, and they love talking about their cars. So if you have any questions about their cars or comments about their cars, you know, they'll bend your ear forever talking about their car and answering questions.
Right, and you know, we talk about this, I think, with every event that we do, but like, you know, events are really, like, it's not just like, oh, I'm going to throw this event, and you're like the next day, like, here it is, you know. It takes a lot of hard work and preparation, and Kayla and the staff here at the Campgrounds in Noccalula Falls, they do an outstanding job of, you know, working to get all of these people set up and registered, and I'm telling you, that's a job. We go through it every year with not just the car show, with other events that we do, and of course trying to please them and make them happy. But then on the other end of this, you know, I mean, to do an event, it takes money, and it takes people who really believe in what you're doing. And so we have some amazing sponsors this year.
Right.
And you know, I don't want to leave anybody off, so I'm grading off my little paper here. But of course, Hugh Stump with Greater Gadsden Tourism. He is amazing. He stands behind us 100%.
Yeah.
And actually, he's doing something this year. He is going to give away a dash for cash. He's done that with our fishing tournaments, but he's doing it with the car show this year. And so, like anybody that's registered, you know, to be a vendor here for the car show, he's going to draw names out, and he's going to give 5 people a $100 bill.
Wow.
Just for being here.
Just for being here. That's nice.
And you know, he's great. I tell you, he does an outstanding job. We're very blessed to have him here over Etowah County. We've got Trim It Up. We've got Alabama 810 that's here. Of course, Coca-Cola and Jack's and a new vendor, Crystal's Restaurants, have come on board, which is really great. Of course, Academy Sport, Weaver, Septic, and of course, she talked about the 7B motor. And of course, the City of Gadsden, Mayor Sherman Guyton, our council members, you know, are always backing us and
very supportive of bringing events and having events.
Yes, and you know, it's really good for them to be behind us. It's good for tourism, and of course, Noccalula Falls. Of course, we are, you know, in the top tourist attractions and the tri-state area, so it's just really good for us.
Every time I drive by, there are cars in the parking lot all the time now, so it's incredible to see how many people are coming from all over the place to visit our Noccalula Falls Park.
Oh yeah, we've always got people here, and the campground has been covered up. The park side has been covered up, so you know, business is good, and we love Noccalula Falls, so you know, it's just a great place to be.
Let's talk about the daily schedule a little bit. We actually have 3 days, the 9th, 10th, and the 11th. So the 9th is on a Friday. Just kind of give us the daily schedule of gate opening times and what people can expect on those days.
The gate opens at 8. It's from 8 to 5 every day. Basically, everyone will be kind of still getting here on Friday, getting their stuff set out, and the Saturday is from 8 to 5. And it will be full blown that day.
Yeah.
Yes. Sunday is from 8 to 12, and then our prizes giveaways is at 12 in front of Haney Hall.
So only till about 12 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah, start the awards ceremony.
Once that's over, everybody kind of starts packing up, starts getting ready to go home.
What about parking? We've got the big parking lot here in the wedding chapel side and the campground side, the big parking lot, but that doesn't last very long for events. There's the grass area always gets covered up with parking over there by the creek, and then I'm sure the main parking lot and overflow parking. So will there be shuttles or anything? How are people get here to the campground?
We will have shuttles. We'll have our golf carts kind of shuttling handicap from the lower parking lot, and then we'll have our Parks and Rec shuttle vans to shuttle from other areas that maybe aren't as in walking distance.
And we want to encourage everybody too, when you come here to the campground for the car show, don't just walk around the car show then leave. We got to make sure you see the park as well. Play some mini golf, go to the petting zoo, go inside the park, see the waterfall and all of those things.
Visit the gift shop. Go to Fat Man Squeeze. I mean, there's so much to do. I mean, so you just make a whole day of it.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Well, let's take another commercial break, and we'll be back to wrap things up in just a moment, so stay with us. Well, welcome back in our final segment of East Alabama today. On a rainy day on location at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground. We're in the campground and we're talking about the Wheels on the Hill car show and Swapmeet that's coming up on June 9th, 10th, and 11th here at the campground. And Kayla, we didn't mention the price for registering if you want to be a car, to bring your car. So talk about the price and what you get for that.
Registration is $20 for a car or a 10 by 20 spot. So you can either call us at our office. It's 256-543-7412. Press 2 for Campground, and we will help you with anything that we can as far as getting you a spot here. Lots gone already. So, but as long as there's grass, then there's a spot for you.
We'll find a place to put you, right?
Right.
Absolutely. You can also get information on Facebook. You can go to Facebook and search Wheels on the Hill, and you're going to find something there on Facebook. And the Noccalula Falls Park website now, you got this great new website that's up and running. And it's noccalulafallspark.com. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, of course, our Facebook page is Noccalula Falls Park and Campground, the official Facebook page.
That's the official Facebook page,
And, of course, they can get in touch with us on there, and we're constantly answering questions and trying to figure out your problems and fix them.
Then get everything taken care of. Well, it's going to be a great weekend. If you like classic cars, this is going to be the place to be on June 9th, 10th, and 11th, Noccalula Falls Park and Campground. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.